Whoever you are, holding me now in hand, by Walt Whitman. Whoever you are, holding me now in hand, without one thing, all will be useless. I give you fair warning before you attempt me further. I am not what you supposed, but far different. Who is he that would become my follower? Who would sign himself a candidate for my affections? The way suspicious, the result uncertain, perhaps destructive. You would have to give up all else. I alone would expect to be your sole and exclusive standard. Your novitiate would even then be long and exhausting. The whole past theory of your life and all conformity to the lives around you would have to be abandoned. Therefore, release me now before troubling yourself any further. Let go your hand from my shoulders, put me down, and depart on your way. Or else by stealth in some wood for trial, or back of a rock in the open air, for any room of a house I emerge not, nor in company, and in libraries I lie as one dumb, a gawk, or unborn or dead, but just possibly, with you on a high hill, first watching lest any person for miles around approach unawares, or possibly with you sailing at sea, or on the beach of the sea, or some quiet island, here to put your lips upon mine, I permit you. With the comrade's long-dwelling kiss, or the new husband's kiss, for I am the new husband, and I am the comrade. Or, if you will, thrust me beneath your clothing, where I may feel the throbs of your heart, or rest upon your hip. Carry me when you go forth over land or sea, for thus merely touching you is enough, is best. And thus touching you, I would silently sleep and be carried eternally. But these leaves conning you con at peril. For these leaves and me you will not understand. They will elude you at first, and still more afterward. I will certainly elude you, even when you think you had unquestionably caught me. Behold, already, you see, I have escaped from you. For it is not for what I have put into it that I have written this book. Nor is it by reading it you will acquire it. Nor do those who know me best admire me and vauntingly praise me. Nor will the candidates for my love, unless at most a very few, prove victorious. Nor will my poems do good only, they will do just as much evil, perhaps more. For all is useless without that which you may guess at times, and not hit which I have hinted at. Therefore, release me, and depart on your way. It is embarrassing to say that my love of Walt Whitman comes from the scene in The Notebook where Noah Calhoun is reading Spontaneous Me. But it's true. I love that scene so much. And in a later rewatching of The Notebook, because I've seen it so many times, I think it was freshman year of high school, I rewatched it, and the scene where he's reading it stuck out more than usual. So, being interested, I Googled Walt Whitman, and Leaves of Grass popped up. And I went to a library, because when you're 14, you'd go to a library, and I picked up Leaves of Grass and read a few poems from it, and realized what I was holding was not just a normal book. It was like I was holding a whole new way of viewing life, looking at people as blades of grass, and how we're all unified and connected by the roots beneath, the soil and stuff like that. It was insane. It was life-changing. And this poem in particular sticks out to me because it says that you need to take this poem with you, and you won't understand it, and it will most likely elude you, but it should be a frame of reference as you view life and as you walk through life. A poetic device that Walt Whitman uses that stands out to me is parallelism, in which two lines are similar in grammatical structure and meaning, but they serve to complete each other. For example, he writes, "But these leaves conning you at peril, for these leaves and me you will not understand. They will elude you at first, and still more afterwards I will certainly elude you." So that's two examples of parallelism in which the first line states something, and then the second line states something similar, and the two together have a compounding meaning. And I think that this is important to the message of the poem because it emphasizes that poetry is not supposed to be understood at first glance, and is supposed to be contemplated over a long period of time. Another poetic device that is in this poem that emphasizes that is the repetition of the line, "Depart on your way," at the end of the third and the seventh stanza, which emphasizes that if you're not willing to commit to poetry, to slow down, and to really understand it, then it's not worth reading, and you should leave it be.